We've all been there. You reach into your pocket and pull out your earphones only to find they've mysteriously tied themselves into an impossible knot. To escape this daily struggle, millions of us have switched to wireless earbuds. No wires, no tangles. Just put them in and the music plays. But have you ever wondered what you're actually trading away when you cut the cord? The battle between wired and wireless isn't just about convenience. It's a fascinating story involving a 19th century French engineer, a brilliant Hollywood actress, and a 1,000-year-old Viking king. Welcome to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we're untangling the surprising history and hidden science behind wired versus wireless earphones. Let's start with the classic wire. You might think in-ear headphones are a modern invention, but they date back all the way to 1891. A French engineer named Ernest Mercadier patented a set of lightweight in-ear receivers originally meant for telephone operators. Decades later, the 1979 Sony Walkman turned the wired headphone into a global cultural icon. But the true beauty of wired earphones lies in their physics. When you plug them in, an electrical signal travels directly from your device up the copper wire and into a tiny coil inside the earbud. This electricity creates a magnetic field that moves a microscopic diaphragm back and forth. That movement pushes the air, creating the exact sound waves you hear. It's beautifully simple physics. Because the signal travels through a physical wire, latency is effectively imperceptible, and the audio reaches the earphones without the extra compression required by wireless transmission. The signal path is remarkably direct and faithful. Now, let's cut that cord. Wireless earphones feel like modern magic, but they rely on a technology with a deeply historical name: Bluetooth. The tech was literally named after King Harald Bluetooth, a 10th century Viking who united Scandinavia. The inventors chose his name because they hoped this new technology would unite our scattered digital devices. But how does sound travel through thin air? This brings us to Hollywood starlet Hedy Lamarr. During World War II, she and composer George Antheil co-invented a frequency-hopping communication system. Decades later, modern wireless technologies, including Bluetooth, would employ related frequency-hopping principles to help reduce interference. To send music wirelessly, your phone translates the audio into digital code, ones and zeros. It compresses this data and broadcasts it over radio waves, rapidly hopping between frequencies many times every second to avoid interference. Your earbuds catch this invisible signal, decode it, turn it back into electricity, and play the sound. It's a staggering amount of invisible computation happening so quickly that most listeners never notice it. So, in the ultimate showdown, which is actually better? It all depends on what you value. Because wireless audio usually relies on compression and decoding, some information may be discarded during transmission, though modern codecs often make the difference difficult to notice. It also introduces latency, a slight delay between your device and your ear. For most of us, listening to podcasts or Spotify on our commute will never notice. The sheer convenience of moving freely is completely worth it. But for audiophiles, competitive gamers, and music producers, the wire remains hard to beat. Wires deliver high-fidelity audio with virtually no latency and without requiring wireless compression, which is why many professionals and enthusiasts still prefer them. Plus, a wired pair of earphones will never run out of battery in the middle of your favorite song. Ultimately, it's a choice between a beautifully refined piece of 19th century physics and a modern digital marvel whose roots stretch from wartime inventions to a technology named after a Viking king. It just goes to show, even the simplest things we use every single day have a surprising history. Which do you prefer, the reliable wire or the freedom of Bluetooth? Let me know your choice in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to Simple Things Surprising Histories for more fascinating dives into the everyday world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.